waterfalls that spread out as they descend, Malesunyane Falls maintains a narrow, columnar shape all the way down. This unique formation creates a mesmerizing sight, with the water appearing to defy gravity as it plunges into the pool below. Another distinctive feature of Malesunyane Falls is the network of caves that lie hidden behind a curtain of water. These caves have been formed over thousands of years by the erosive force of the falls, creating a labyrinthine of natural wonders. The caves provide a glimpse into the geological history of the area, with each stalactite and stalagmite telling a story of its own. Exploring these caves is like stepping into another thick with mist. Malesunyane Falls also dazzle with the Rainbow Bridge, a net created by the falls, and creating a dazzling display of colors. From its unique shape to its hidden caves and rainbow bridges, Malesunyane Falls is a place of wonder and enchantment, offering visitors a glimpse into the awe-inspiring power of nature. In addition to its rugged terrain and great beauty, the surrounding of the fall is a heaven of biodiversity, where the mist from Malesunyane Falls nurtures a rich tapestry of life. From towering trees to delicate wildflowers, the flora of Malesunyane Falls paints a vibrant picture of natural abundance. The river that flows from Malesunyane Falls provides a vital habitat for a variety of aquatic species. Fish such as the endemic Maloti Maino and the rainbow trout are just a few examples of the diverse aquatic life found in these waters. Together, these flora and fauna create a delicate web of life, interconnected and interdependent, thriving in the misty embrace of Malesunyane Falls, drawn by the promise of adventure and the allure of natural beauty. From intrepid hikers seeking to conquer the trails to nature lovers yearning to immerse themselves in the wilderness, visitors of all ages and backgrounds come together to experience the wonders of wonder, where you uncover the secrets that lie within Malesunyane Falls' misty embrace.
Wow, Malesunyane is indeed a place to visit, considering the beautiful landscape and its features. You can still...
This week in African history, 2nd February 1971. Idi Amin succeeded President Milton Obote. 3rd February, Heroes Day, celebrated annually in honor of the soldiers who fought for Mozambique's independence. 4th February, a Greek Bible manuscript was discovered in the Sinai Peninsula, Egypt. 6th February 1820. The first 86 African
design in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs, and the best of it. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, Go TV channel. And to watch NTA International in the USA, Canada, and Mexico, use the following satellite parameters.
Economic development in Nigeria. And here is the background to set the tune for the discussion.
The interview segment on Lens on Africa today turns its focus to Nigeria, a country rich in resources yet grappling with significant challenges in revenue generation and economic development. It is essential, therefore, to recognize the complexities and obstacles that hinder Nigeria's progress towards sustainable economic growth. Nigeria faces a myriad of challenges in revenue generation, including over-dependence on oil exports, widespread corruption, inadequate infrastructure, and a large informal economy. These factors not only impede the government's ability to generate sufficient revenue, but also exacerbate income inequality and limit opportunities for economic diversification. As we assess the economic landscape of Nigeria, it becomes evident that addressing these challenges is crucial to unlocking the country's full potential and fostering inclusive growth for all citizens. In light of these obstacles, it is imperative for Nigeria to implement comprehensive reforms that promote by diversifying the economy and investing in critical infrastructure, as well as strengthening institutions and fostering a conducive business environment. Nigeria can overcome its challenges and pave the way for sustainable. As we reflect on the appraisal of Nigeria's revenue generation and economic development challenges, let us remain hopeful that with strategic planning, concerted efforts, and collective determination, Nigeria can chart a path towards prosperity for all its people.
Our guests will provide valuable insights and expert analysis, shedding light on the challenges and economic growth in Nigeria.
Yeah, corruption impedes economic growth, not just in Nigeria, globally. Any country that don't tackle corruption, definitely that country should expect that this economic growth will be impeded.
How?
Yeah, corruption, try to erode some of the revenue sources that will be used in development. You understand the point I'm making? And one of the challenges we have in corruption is that when a country is supposed to generate a revenue and is not generating revenue because of leakages, of course, it's going to impact on the country's economic development. Another area corruption impacts is on even when that revenue is generated and that revenue is not effectively being used, of course, it's going to affect the development of the country. For instance, most of the corruptions we're having in the country is on contract award. Corruption arising from contract fraud.
Is it that these contracts are not, monitored?
1 billion will be channeled. 1 billion will be channeled, and the other one will be shared. Award of contract to do this, award of supply to do this, and it's in that process that these things are being inflated. And when
so now, sorry for cutting in here. What would you advise the government to do to minimize this?
Yeah, government is to prevent them. We normally advocate preventive measures than curative.
How
in Nigeria, we always use curative measures. You allow a corruption to take place, and EFCC will be busy pushing people. You can put structures in place where
proposing that they should do. Because to the best of my knowledge, government is trying in this direction.
Probably government need to consult me for me to tell. So the issue is that in procurement fraud, before procurement fraud takes place, there are processes, and these processes are being compromised. Are you getting the point I'm making? These processes are being compromised. We believe that there are certain set of procedures government have not been put in place in the contract process. Like right now, there are supposed to be a committee. So what we are saying at this point is that you cannot move a country forward where there is corruption. Because the little resources we are getting, despite the challenges of revenue generation, are not being effectively used. It's when these resources are being effectively used that we can move forward. And again, I want to say something. When we talk about sources of revenue to the government, we look at oil and non-oil sources. I also talk about taxation. And when you talk about taxation, that's about especially taxation when it comes to the non-oil sector. So you discover that we are not really generating enough. And there is people. So it's a symbiotic relationship.
All right, now taking a cue from what you just said, of course we are talking about taxation, non-oil formal sector. Looking at the aspect of diversifying our economy and the informal economy.
When you say diversification of the economy is already diversified. It's about stimulating it to generate revenue. We have, beyond the oil sector, we have other mining sectors. Like you keep hearing about gold in Zamfara and some of the minerals in the northern part of the country. The question
is it mined in an informal way or formal?
That's what I'm saying now. So it's the responsibility of government to take them as a national asset, the way they took crude oil in the south as a national asset, while we have an illegal mining of other mineral deposits in the part of the north. Why have government not been able to take them as national assets, provide security to stop illegal miners and use it to increase our revenue generation? So everything stops at the table of the government. The government needs to rise to the occasion.
Its archaeological site can be attributed to the Bukalanga Kingdom, which comprised the Kalanga people from northeast Botswana and western or central southern Zimbabwe, the Nambia south of the Zambezi Valley, and the Va-Venda in the northeast of South Africa. The Mapungubwe collection of artifacts found at the archaeological site was housed in the Mapungubwe Museum in Pretoria.
Dressing. The Umbororo, for instance, are cattle herding Fulanese. They have distinctive clothing styles with short, loose fitting skirts, short sleeves and pockets. The overskirt is worn with knee-length fitting trousers reaching just below the kneecap. The settled Fulanese, who have been absorbed to embrace occupations other than cattle herding, are today deeply in politics and specialize in religion. They mainly dress in Hausa-style voluminous garments, robes, red evenly distributed of pastoral Fulanese of northern Nigeria.